Good evening. Ladies and gentlemen, Nintendo is bending us over harder than the economy is right now. By now, I'm sure you've all seen the Nintendo Direct presentation that officially revealed the Switch 2. And if you haven't, well, you missed a lot. Nintendo Directs are presentations that show off what Nintendo has been working on. This Direct was hyped up since they were showing off the Switch 2 and games that will be coming with it. And they did exactly that. They gave us an in-depth look at the Switch 2 and all of its new features, along with some big name games that are coming with it, like Mario Kart and Donkey Kong. While they did show some other stuff, these were the main draws of the presentation. And these are good main draws to have. So the Direct was a complete success. No. Fans of Nintendo were absolutely ecstatic watching this presentation. And then they showed the prices. The Switch 2 will cost $450, a $150 price jump from its predecessor. Everybody knew the Switch 2 was going to cost more money, but most people thought it would cost only $100 more instead of the $150 that it came out to be. But this price jump is not what fans are upset about. Nintendo then revealed that Mario Kart would cost $80. $80. This is $10 more than the most expensive game that was released on the Switch, Tears of the Kingdom. While they did reveal that a bundle with the Switch 2 and Mario Kart would be available at launch, only costing $500, $80 is fucking ridiculous. This makes Nintendo the first major company to charge $80 instead of $70 for a base game. There was also a rumor going around that the physical copy of Mario Kart would cost $90, but I haven't seen this confirmed by Nintendo like anywhere, so I think that's just a lie. I know this price change doesn't seem like a whole lot, but this opens the door for every other money-hungry company to raise their games from $70 to $80, especially since we all know Mario Kart is going to sell extremely well. Mario Kart World is the first brand new Mario Kart game in over 10 years. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe was the most sold game on the Nintendo Switch, and that game was essentially a remaster of a Mario Kart game that came out like 3 years before it. So imagine a brand new one. While $70 has been pretty much the industry standard for the past few years, other companies were rumored to be thinking about raising that price tag already. Rockstar is definitely toying with the idea of making GTA 6 more than $70. But GTA 6 is GTA 6, while Mario Kart is Mario Kart. And I'm not trying to diss on Mario Kart, but I know GTA 6 definitely costed way more money to make than Mario Kart did. I mean, maybe it didn't. I'm not a developer. I'm just talking out of my ass. This isn't even close to the first time that everyone's called Nintendo greedy, though. They've been doing it for years. While pretty much all other game companies tend to lower their game prices after a couple of years, Nintendo does not. Nintendo rarely ever does sales on the eShop, so what you see is what you get. eShop equals ass. The only reason these prices are the way they are is because of Nintendo's greed. Now, this video is not about bashing Nintendo. It's more about trying to analyze their pricing decisions and then bashing them for it. Nintendo also announced that some Switch games are coming to the Switch 2 with a remastered version, or a Switch 2 version, I think they're calling it. Now, I wonder how much these remasters will cost. Well, let's look at some of the other games that were remastered for Switch. Yep, all $60. I truly wonder whether these remasters will stay at $60 or be bumped up to $70. They are also offering upgrade packs for people who already have the game so they don't have to pay the full price, which is good. They could have screwed over everybody who already owns the game on their Switch, but decided not to. Good job, Nintendo. I also want to touch on one more thing quickly that truly baffles my mind, and it truly shows just how out of touch Nintendo truly is. New consoles sometimes launch with a demo game that shows off the console's capabilities and new controls or whatever. Sony did this with the PlayStation 5 with Astro's Playroom. It was a free minigame that showed off the new features of the console and controller, and it was a success. Nintendo then decided to do the same thing for the Switch 2. A simple game that shows off the console and all the new ways you can use the Joy-Cons. Nothing special. Nintendo then decided that the demo game will not be included with the console. It will cost you 10 smackaroos to play a demo game that shows you how to use the console and its controls. The only somewhat fathomable reason I could come up with that explains why Nintendo is charging for this game is the fact that they did include Wii Sports with the Wii, which was a demo game, but I guess they never truly made any money off of it because it was included with pretty much every Wii that came out. So maybe they thought this $10 demo game would be as popular as Wii Sports was, but the only reason Wii Sports was popular was because it came with every console. I don't know. Point of this video is that Nintendo has always been greedy, but now they're truly taking it to the next level. And I'm sure plenty of other companies will see these high prices Nintendo's putting out and start doing the same with their games, especially if the Switch 2 and the games sell well, which they probably will. I was pretty excited for the Switch 2 when it first got announced. I was probably going to get one at some point, not like at launch, but at some point. But now after seeing how expensive it all is, those plans went like right out the window. It's not even the fact that I couldn't afford it. It's just they're so greedy, and I know it's only gonna get worse. $80 for a new game is simply ridiculous. And if Nintendo keeps that up and all the new Switch 2 games are $80, I doubt I will ever get one. You know, if it were any other console, I'd just like wait a year or two for the prices to go down, but Nintendo's prices don't go down. So why is Nintendo so greedy? It's honestly because they can be. All of Nintendo's big games are Nintendo exclusive, so they don't have to worry about their games being bought for other systems and stuff. And unfortunately, Nintendo makes some bangers like Mario, Smash Bros, Zelda, and tons of other ones. These games could be $100 and people would still buy them. Nintendo is greedy because they can be, and nobody is stopping that anytime soon. Anyways, that's all I really got for you. Let me know down below if you guys are still planning on picking up a Switch 2, or if these prices drove you away like they did to me, or if you're done with Nintendo's antics. Leave a like if you liked, and I don't really have an outro, so